Fear can be a formidable obstacle, a universal emotion that manifests differently for each of us and yet holds us back from pursuing our dreams, taking risks, and expressing our true selves. A force that can limit our happiness and potential. But remember, while fear doesn't have to control us, it often does. The fear of asking for a pay rise, the fear of starting a new business, the fear of relocating or moving to a new country, to the fear of judgment and what people think of you. Today I'm going to dive into a topic that affects us all, how to overcome fear and achieve our goals, whatever that might be. The first method that we will explore is the so-called Deathbed Perspective. This concept was popularized by the late Steve Jobs, who famously said that death is the best invention of life. Jobs believed that when we confront the reality of death, we gain clarity about what truly matters. We come to understand that only the important things hold any significance, while the rest fades into obscurity. So how can we use this perspective to overcome our fears and align with our values and passions? Let me ask you a very simple yet profound question. If today was the last day of your life, would you do what you're about to do today? If the answer is no for too many days in a row, this is the sign where you really have to make a change. This perspective really shows us that time is finite and we really shouldn't squander it on fear. Imagine waking up every day with the thought that this could be the last day of your life. What would you do differently? How would you overcome your fears? Take those risks and chase your dreams. There's no doubt about it. It is a profound shift in perspective and a very emotional journey that can move you from the clutches of fear into a life of finding purpose and joy in everything that you plan to do. Now, the second method I want to talk about today is the so-called fear setting exercise, a technique popularized by Tim Ferriss, where he famously noted that we often suffer more in our imaginations than in reality, and argued that we can confront our fears by defining them, preventing them, and repairing any potential damage. Now, to employ this exercise effectively, we have to really sort of break it down in three main steps or categories, if you like. Now, if you want to pause a video here and go and grab yourself pen and paper, this is the time to do it. The first step we call the worst case scenario. This is where you really write down and identify the worst outcomes you can imagine. Now, the second step is the benefits of success. And here you really think about what benefits and what great outcomes you could achieve if you were to overcome all the points that you mentioned in step 1. And step 3 is the cost of inaction or inactivity. Here you really write down and examine all the negative consequences of doing nothing. Just sitting there doing nothing and letting fear basically paralyze you. This exercise really helps us to confront our fears head on, shedding light on the fact that our anxieties might not be as dire as they seem. It really enables us to visualize both the positive results of taking action and the detrimental effects of inaction. By doing this, we can really transform fear from an impediment to a motivator and a guiding force. I can personally attest to the effectiveness of the fear setting exercise. It played a vital role in, for example, launching this YouTube channel. I was very fearful of failing and sitting in front of a camera speaking to myself, constantly worrying about how it may come across. This is 100% outside of my comfort zone, even today. But to me, the feeling and cost of inaction is worse. But with every new subscriber and the positive feedback, I'm looking past this as my motivation builds. So I really did take the time to write down all my feelings and fears and strategized how to overcome each one of them. I discovered a profound shift in my entire perspective, not only with regards to this YouTube channel, but in life in general. So my fears weren't as insurmountable as I initially thought, and I realized that I had nothing to lose but everything to gain. If you're eager to try this fear setting exercise for yourself, I strongly encourage you to give it a go and see how it can transform your life. It's not just about conquering fear, but in my opinion, more so about unlocking your true potential and things that you can achieve by just living a life that aligns more to your deepest passion. Remember, successful individuals aren't necessarily fearless. They have the courage to act despite their fears. So don't Don't let fear hinder you from living your best life. But you might say, Nawo, my life is so boring. I don't even do anything to put me into that position to begin with. I've got just the answer for you in this video up here, where I talk about how you can make your life more exciting again. If you find this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to put your comments in the comment section below, as it does help the algorithm and pushes this video to more people that might need it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.